Hello, you guys. Happy Friday. It's Friday and we're crafting tonight from home. Welcome. If you're on the replay, I hope you have a happy new year. It is actually about to be 2023. And it is December 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st. I'm super excited for New Year's Eve, you guys. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time off. And I realized that my internet is way better at my house. We have fiber internet here. So it's typically a little bit better at this house than it is at the other house. Hello, Jane. What's up? You guys, I've missed you. Hello, Sonia. Hello, you guys. The house is actually de-Christmased. So I'm going to be, and see how echoey it is? It's really echoey. Thank you for sprinkling, you guys. I appreciate it. So we got the house. My husband did it. He worked his tail off getting all the stuff cleaned up for Christmas. He goes back to work after Christmas shutdown. So you just don't want to overwhelm yourself with all the things. But how many of you, with a show of hands, have already taken your Christmas decorations down? Like, some people leave it up all year. Some people don't. So we went ahead and took ours down. So we are transitioning into the next holiday. What's up, Sarah? You guys sprinkle this around and hopefully Facebook will notify people. We'll see. Hey, Vicky Edwards. Hello from Guyton. Good to see you. What's up, Vicky? We were out riding four-wheelers earlier and people were driving by honking their horns. So they must know that we live here. It must be people we know, but we couldn't see them. But if anyone watching has driven by and done a beep beep at us, we see you. We see you and we appreciate the hello. Hello. Sandy has already taken her stuff down. Judy, her too. We are ready for the next step, right? Thank you, Beverly, for sprinkling. Your tree is still up. Well, Jane, here's the thing. Yours is down Monday and Tuesday. I've always wanted to have a year-round tree, and I've thought about this, and I just feel like I don't have the energy for it right now. Hey, Sissy Walker, how's it going? You have company coming tomorrow. So you'll take it down after that. That's okay. Nancy's got hers down. We are ready. Probably leave ours up for a while. But really, that's okay. Oh, gosh. A lot of people have theirs coming down tomorrow. Some people do wait till the New Year's here. Like, they wait till after, like, January 1st to take their stuff down. So that's not uncommon. Hi, Darlene. How's it going? I wanted to, but you have one more Christmas party to do. Hey, some people have you seen the flight issues with, Southwest? People have had their flights canceled. People were not able to make it to Christmas holidays. Y'all, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. If that was you affected by that, I'm really so sorry to hear that, because that's really unfortunate. You just want to enjoy it a little bit longer. Well, it was 70-something degrees here today, and I'm really wetty. I'm ready for the warm weather. You didn't decorate this year. Really glad you didn't. You've had COVID since Christmas Eve. Denise, girl, what a bummer. What a bummer. Never got a chance to put one up. One of a kind creations by Tina. That's an awesome name. Already down and put it away. Wendy, high five. Me too. All right, so let me show you what we're doing tonight. So heads up. Today through the 1st of January, we have a year-end sale. Bye-bye to 2022, because we're going to have a stellar 2023. And so we have our final sale for the year in the shop. If that interests you, it's a great time for you to take advantage of that. If you want to get some of the newer craft kits that we just released for our spring, I don't even know what it is. It's like a craft kit hoopla. We released over, I think it was 53 new craft kits, and I'm super excited. You got a notification on the Crafty Crate, but not on your order on your kits. Patsy, because the craft kits are, the Crafty Crates are fulfilled at a different time. They're a completely different box. Oh, you're so welcome, Tina. If you place an order with a Crafty Crate, they will ship separately. So our Crafty Crates are already boxed. They already have like the stickers. They are completely separate products and they ship with their own box. And so that will be shipped before your order does. So that will ship out on January 6th. Now your order could go out before then. I just don't know for sure where we're at. You've seen someone miss their wedding and one lady missed her mother's funeral. Patsy, like hot mess. People are ready to leave 2022 behind. Hey, Kim Dooley, how's it going? Another sale? Yes. So we don't typically plan, it's up to me, you guys. I don't typically plan the sales that we do throughout the year. I just kind of am like, what do I feel like doing? And so I thought we need to do like, we've done some random sales. So we did a Christmas sale, which was probably our biggest sale we've done the entire year. We've never done a sale like that. So that was really nice. And a lot of you guys got really great deals. But because we just released new kits that were not a part of our Christmas sale, I wanted to go ahead and do like a 2-day sale for the end of the year so that you guys could take advantage of that, because we probably won't have another sale until our spring sale. And that will probably be when we transition from a Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and we transition into like our summer kits and probably our everyday stuff. So we try to do our sales as we transition through our seasons and we kind of clear through our inventory that we have remaining. So just to give you guys a heads up, please be on our email list, be on our text list, because we do send out those notifications. And Facebook doesn't always tell you all the things. So I know some of you guys look forward to our sales and you anticipate them. And sometimes you're really bummed because you didn't see it. But we do send out emails. We send out texts. We send out posts. We try to make everybody aware. But y'all know that Facebook don't show all the people all the things. So I'm going to craft tonight with one of our 5-inch rounds. And I'm going to tell you, I'm really excited for this one because I designed this all by myself. I did it all by myself, and I'm really excited because there's very few craft kits that I've done that are just done by myself. Like I did them myself. So I'm really proud of this one. I already sanded these. I was a good girl and I went ahead and got them prepped for you guys. So let me dust these off really quick. So this is the home. It's the home. It's like a farmhousey kind of looking home sign. It's really, really, really cute. It is great for every day. It's got a little windmill on it. I did the little bead, the beaded trim to go on there. And I'm going to be doing this as the kit with the stand. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So our 5-inch rounds are this size. And you can display these on the mini stand. This is the smaller mini hanging sign stand. This is great for like putting on top of a tier tray. And when I get done crafting with this tonight, I'm going to show you some various places where you can display it and how it looks and what to expect. We also have our medium hanging sign stand, which is a little bit more substantial than this. And it would be perfect to go like under your kitchen cabinets, like in your coffee bar area, like on an entry table. It's a little bit taller. It's a little bit bulkier. This is really great to interchange within different places. And then we also released the barn door and the 5-panel door. I don't know if you guys saw those. They have a little door hanger hook that goes on them. So precious. I did the chippy barn door and I did the gray distressed 5-panel door, which both are at the workhouse. So I'm going to bring them home so that I can show you guys how you can display those too. I'm trying to find ways to incorporate showing you how you can actually use them in a home decor setting versus just kind of like on a blank wall. I've had a lot of people ask can you actually show it in your house? Can you show it how it would actually be displayed? And so I really want to work on that this upcoming year and show you realistic ways that you can utilize these and display them. So, so this is the sign, and it's smaller. Like I said, it has the shiplap kind of scored lines on one side. And if you don't like that, you can always flip it over and do the blank side. It's kind of in a reversible type of situation if you wanted to do that. If you have like other things in your craft stash, you can make this double-sided. It's completely up to you to do that if you want to, but this does only come with one side. Hello, everybody. What is up? What is up? What is up? So there's a link in the description. There's also a little link down below in the little area that they give you now. Facebook has been changing all kinds of things. I just can't even keep up with all the changes. So there's a link to the shop, and at the top of the shop, it tells you our shop is on sale. We have napkins that are still on clearance, 50% off. We have, I think I said we had maybe 9 of the one-time Christmas boxes that are left. Those are still 40% off. I'm just going to leave them in the shop until they're gone. I really don't want to have to store them. There's like 8 boxes. And then we have the shop itself has 20% off of our kits, and the price is already showing that. Now, if your cart has $125 in there when you go to checkout, it will let you apply the free shipping code. So that will give you free shipping on top of your 20% off. And I want you to be able to utilize that. So if you're stocking up for spring, for Valentine's, St. Patrick's, Easter, all of those kits are on sale. So be sure to go and check all of those, okay? So let me show you what we're going to do tonight. And this comes with the stand, and it goes like this, and it has a little spot where you will hang, and we're going to do this one. And I'm going to do it more neutral so that I can change it out throughout the year and move it around my house. If I want it in the bathroom, because I'm going to be working on some really cute little bathroom signs that this would be really cute for, and we're going to talk about that later. And they'll be smaller like this, okay? So this one has the HOME. Let me go ahead and show you. Thank you, Pamela. I'm super excited for the new year too. All right, it's got a little windmill for the O, and it will go, and I'm just gonna show you guys how it would go. It's probably gonna be backwards. The code is free ship. It's all one word, Lori, and if you go to the shop, there's a banner right there that tells you the code. It's right there. This is actually got the cut marks, so you're gonna know exactly where it fits because each of them has a different score, like where it cuts to fit. Like this one goes at the bottom, this one right here goes at the top, and it kind of fits, I don't know if you guys can see this, it fits in between the score lines. So this should be centered in between these 2 score lines here and the score lines at the top. And then your word HOME kind of centers on the score line. So even if you don't like the score line, you can paint over that. You don't really have to highlight it. It's completely up to you. But that is very helpful as a guide. Some people will etch the whole spot where each piece goes so you know where to place it. But sometimes I just don't like that because I want people to feel like they can change this up if they want to and just use this and it not kind of be stuck with that thing. So that is how this goes. And then the H will go on here. Let me spell this backwards. Got the HOM and then the E. And this is how this will go on here. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to probably pick it up without it sliding. But that is how this goes on this one. So these signs are 5-inch rounds. If you get the sign and the stand, it's $20 and it's 20% off. If you get just the sign itself, it's $12. If you get just the stand, I want to say it's $12, or I don't remember. I really can't remember, honestly, what the pricing is. But we're going to do this, and I'm going to do it to match my home decor. Hello, Janet. What is up, you guys? So I'm just going to slide these off. Now, I went and got this candle from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to tell you that I follow Nicole. She has, her Facebook page is Afraid Not. I love her crafts. I love what she does. She's so stinking talented. And she always uses a candle to do her distressing. And I'm more of the Vaseline type of girl. But she likes to use a candle. So I'm going to use this candle to do our craft tonight, and we're going to see how it turns out. What's up, Ashton? I've done the candle on some other things where I've actually melted the wax and not typically done the whole, like, you know what I'm saying, the way she does it. So I really like Nicole's style and her distressing. She is right up my alley. I love her combination of like farmhouse, primitive, like rustic, super fun. If you don't know who she is, you got to go check her out. She's super fun. I met her at Brooke's craft business retreat. And thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Robin. How's it going? So how many of you guys follow Nicole? Maybe you haven't followed her. You should go check her out. She will definitely inspire you. She is loads of fun. Loads of fun. Okay? Not sponsored. I just really enjoy her. And of course, you know, you want to show love to all of our friends. So, how was your Christmas? Now that we've got our announcements out the way, how was your Christmas? So we actually had a really good Christmas. It was really fun. Lots of food. We're going to be doing game nights for You Love Nicole, Me Too. We're going to be doing game night for New Year's Eve. Hello, Karen. What's up, Cindy? Thank you. Stacy French, you follow Nicole. Love her too. Love her too. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the brown. Nicole is amazing. She is so super fun. So tomorrow, I'm going to go out and about. Her page, Leona, is called Afraid Not. Afraid Not. I think it's K-N-O-T. K-N-O-T. Afraid Not. Like A, the word A. Like A, Afraid Not. But that's really cute. You know, I'm afraid not, but then it's like a afraid not. Yeah. So anyways, I got to go out and hopefully I can restock me some paint. Otherwise, I'll be waiting until like the first of the year. They're inducing your daughter-in-law tonight. Well, congratulations, Melissa. Melissa's going to have a new grand. Nicole's amazing. She is. All right. I forgot my plate. Hold on. Let me run and get a plate really, really, really quick. And I have my leopard pajamas on tonight. Oh, goodness. I forgot my paper plate. Normally, I put it on my craft paper, but I don't want it to leak onto my countertop, so I'm going to use this plate right here. And we're going to do our stand, and we're going to do this. So I'm starting with a foundation of the Burnt Umber, my favorites. My favorite. Sorry, it's super echoey. We took down all of our decorations, and now it's like we just moved in again. We had to stay in for Christmas. You had COVID. I heard it's going around, and then apparently there's this new strain. What's up, Barb? Angela's, her page is called Lemonade. Okay, so I've got a makeup sponge, and y'all, I thought I was so, hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me get a plate. Actually, not a plate. I need to get a spray bottle, but I don't think I have one here, so I'm just going to get a cup of water. Never fails. Can I get my life together, you guys? Maybe I'll get my life together. I've got a cup of water over here. So I'm going to dip this into the water and just get my sponge a little bit wet. I need to get a spray bottle to keep here. Hey, Hannah, how's it going? Thank you for sprinkling. So I've got the Burnt Umber on a plate, and I've already went ahead and sanded this down. So you don't, like, I'm going to try to be better about the stuff, but I'm pretty sure I'll probably fail at that. But I'm going to go ahead and prep this with this brown paint and give me a little bit more water on here because I need to dilute it down just a little bit. So I want the brown to kind of shine through under the top coat color that I'm going to use. And I'm going to wipe this back too. Hey, you guys. You watched Angela's ending. I saw she was on or was going to be on. I didn't get to stay and watch. Tonight we have Avery here. She's having a sleepover, so she's in there with my husband watching. I'm pretty sure she's watching A Bug's Life. you love all the 5-inch rounds. Yeah, so we had a request for us to make the 5-inch rounds also optional for a 9-inch. And so I'm gonna work on doing that. And it'll just take me a second because some people wanted like this home sign in the larger 9-inch because they wanted to put it on their wreath as an attachment for their front door. So I just haven't got a chance to make them the 9-inch size. I have to resize all of these, which it won't take me that long, but they're just not done yet. So you can't get it just yet. So this is going to be the base. It's going to be the brown. You love how supportive I am of fellow crafters. Well, listen, rising tides lift all ships, right? It's one thing, you know, when we kind of want to promote, like, here's the thing. I don't like for people to come and self-promote here. Here's why. Number one, I don't know those people. I don't know what they're promoting. And number two, it's just not classy to do that on somebody else's Facebook page. But when you have built a friendship and a level of like respect and understanding, like you get to know somebody and you know what they stand for, you should support other people. You absolutely should support other people. But sometimes I don't, like, there may be pages I don't really want to support. And it's not, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I do believe in rising tides lift all ships. We should all support each other in our adventures in life. And I'm just doing all of these. I'm just going to go ahead and put the brown on all these, then I'll wipe them off. And like I said, these were already sanded. They don't come sanded, but I did go ahead and sand them. Your son's girlfriend got you a bag of makeup sponges from Amazon for Christmas. Jean, you know, 1 year for Valentine's Day, my husband brought me home a truck full of pallets. Pallets. It made my day. 100% made my day. So I really want to do this in like a farmhouse look because I feel like more of like a boho farmhouse because that's kind of my style. In my other house, before we moved, I had very bold, if you guys saw photos of my house or had ever seen me do like live videos in there, I had some bold colors happening. Like I was living the bold life. And then I just was like, you know what? It's time for a change. Pitter patter. There she is, pitter patter. Hey, Dylan, let the dog out, please. Let the dog out. Please. Thank you. He's outside. Nothing more romantic than pallets, right? Dixie, go outside.
Dixie, come on.
If you're standing in the doorway, she will not go outside. Do I have a studio at the new house? I don't, but we just talked about this the other night. If you weren't here the other night, we were doing our little chit chat. I really, we weren't crafting. We were just kind of chit chatting and talking. And I was talking about how I really want to refocus my life in 2022, or I'm sorry, 2023. And by refocus, I mean like, it's been a long time since I've had to commute to work. And so I just was like tonight, it's 9:30 and I didn't really want to have to put my shoes on, drive my car, go to the workhouse, get everything together, then do a video. But like, we just had dinner here. We went out riding 4-wheelers. We really had a good time, like, you know, hanging out. And that's why I have my pajama pants on, because we have big mud pits in the back in the trails. It rained so much that now we have some mud spots. And so I really have tried to like decide. I know I said I was not going to put a craft room in my house because I was going to try to keep my work and stuff separate. But I really feel like it's worth it for me to be able to craft at home at my kitchen counter than it is for me to have to commute to the workhouse and then turn around and commute back home. And so it's just, I can just go in the little cubby in there and get my little bucket of supplies. I got me a little bucket of supplies here. And then I picked this up at Target. I'm just going to show you guys. I picked this up at Target. I don't know if you guys have seen like the bread box. And clearly my candle and stuff can go in here, but you can close it up. And so I have little bins of crafty stuff that I just have here. And I don't really feel like I need my whole arsenal of things. So I can gather, sorry, I have something in my tooth. I feel like I can gather up what I want to craft with and bring it home with me that day. And so there's a couple of craft kits that I have here. There's a couple of craft supplies that I have that I really want to do projects for this house for. So I just feel like I really want to refocus and be more intentional about like, where am I spending my time? And I really want to be able to spend my time in 2023 more with my family and still be able to run a successful business. And so I am determined to try to make that work. So, you know, it's just, I crafted for what, 3 years? 3 years straight, pretty much 7 days a week. And y'all, I just am like, it's not necessary. I enjoy crafting and all the things. But y'all, there's so many crafters that I'm not like saying anything negative, but I'm like, there's so many people to inspire each other that there is nothing wrong with me taking time to refocus my schedule. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Sharon. How's it going? It is safer for me. Sure, my husband doesn't like that I drive on that road. It's not really even that bad of a road, but you know what I'm saying. So I really want to probably transform the dog's kennel room, because basically that's all that's in there is her kennel, and make it more of my own space. So we're going to try that. All right, so I'm going to take this candle on this 5-inch round, and I'm just going to focus on the edges, and we're going to utilize our white paint. And I'm going to do probably navy with a little bit of black. Okay, I've got navy and black. So this is more of a blue, a brighter blue, and I would like it to be a little bit deeper. This is Midnight Blue from decoart. I really love the pigmentation of decoart. I've pretty much switched almost all of my paints to decoart except for this here Apple Barrel Burnt Umber. I cannot find a comparable. So if you know of a decoart color that's very comparable, I told you to do that. I know, right? Let me know. All right, so we're gonna take this candle, and I do have Vaseline. I went and got that. And I also have my sandpaper here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go around the edges of our sign here, and I really want the edges to be more distressed, and we can always layer colors back on. And I want to focus kind of on our little areas. Okay, so I've got my candle on here, and now I'm going to take this white paint, and this is the Snow White Titanium. Hello, everybody. What did she say? Your husband passed away. Your husband passed away. Yesterday was his funeral. Pam Brown, I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. You've never seen me do this. So my friend Nicole, who has Afraid Not, she loves the whole candle distressing. I prefer the Vaseline, but I'm like, you know, I've melted the candle Vaseline. I've melted the candle wax before, and I've used it that way, like where you just kind of take your lighter and kind of burn it, and then I brushed it on. The candle wax will do the same thing, Karen, as the Vaseline. It acts as a repellent. It kind of is like a repellent. It doesn't let the paint stick as good where you put it. So on my plate, I've got this. And I'm going to use a sponge for this, and I'm not going to use the thicker part. I'm going to use the thinner part, and I'm going to apply it like that. So we can kind of like, the only chip brush I have here is this one. She sells her own chalk paint, which y'all, we used to sell chalk paint. I just ain't doing it no more. So I'm going to just use this regular acrylic paint. It is not chalk, it's just regular. And I'm just gonna go over it just like so. And it's basically doing the exact same thing as a paintbrush. And we're just streaking it on. Again, the pointy part of it at the top is what I'm using. And these are probably way more affordable than a chip brush, most likely. And I'm gonna use my, my card to go over my score lines because I don't have the little, whatchamacallit, that one tool. The scoring tool, I think it's from Dollar Tree. I have one of those, but I just don't have one here. So we're just going over this like so, and we'll get our edges. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. And you can paint, it brushes on almost just like a bristle brush. They don't shed. Julie, that is facts, girl. Facts. She's dropping facts. Okay, so I'm gonna get out this piece that I cut off of. Y'all remember when I cut the credit card and was distressing with the gift card from the Dollar Tree? Well, I'm gonna use this pointy part of my card, okay, a little pointed part, to go over these score lines before this paint dries. Oh, I might have to go back over it again because I'm having issues seeing my lines with my eyeballs. Oh, yo, why can't I see? There we go. There we go. I'm gonna scoop that paint out of there. A credit card is probably not ideal, but it'll work. Got a couple projects in mind you want to do. Well, that's good. Some people are doing like New Year's Eve craft nights. I've seen that in quite a few groups. People are like already planning their craft parties. Do you see how it just goes over the lines? And gotta find the next line. If I can just see where the light's hitting. It's hard to see where the light's hitting to know exactly where to drag this through. Oh. See, I went right through there. There we go. Just drag it through. All right, so I drug my credit card corner through. There's so many new crafters all of a sudden, you've been flooded by them. Yeah, Facebook's been giving a lot of new pages attention, and all the people who are older and veterans, minimal attention. And it's okay. You believe you gained 10 pounds over Christmas? I would not disagree with you. I believe I've gained probably 20 pounds this year. I'm like, where? How? I don't understand. But it is what it is. What's up, Tilly? Check your notifications, you guys. Check your notifications. All right, we're gonna heat this up, dry it, and then we're gonna sand it. Dixie shouldn't mind sharing her room with you. Well, she ain't got much of a choice. Faux show. So it is pretty dry. That was pretty good. And then I'm gonna take my sandpaper and I'm just gonna go So I'm gonna follow the score lines in the direction. So even though it's kind of turned, I'm gonna follow it this way. So I'm just gonna go over it just like so. And anywhere you see that candle wax was, it's really pulling the paint back more in a natural kind of, not so chippy, but maybe if I focused more on sanding it that way, it would be a little bit more chippy. But this is how it's starting to look, okay? So now I'm gonna focus a little bit more attention on our edges. And then we will do our edges like around the edge with paint. And so this is kind of why I did the candle wax in the manner that I did. So you can kind of see how I did with the candle wax when I kind of colored it like this, more on the edges, and I didn't really put a whole lot in between these areas here. It didn't distress as much. So we're gonna give it all kinds of love, and then we're gonna go through our middles where we did our candle wax there. And make it look like a mini rustic sign. Okay, so this is kind of how it's looking. Now remember, our little beaded area is gonna go here and here, and our word home is gonna go across here. So I'm just gonna play around with this idea, okay? So we've got the H-O. Okay, H-O. So I'm gonna show you this with just the woods and the whites, okay? So I'm not gonna glue this on, I'm just gonna show it to you guys so you guys can see an example, because some of y'all will be on the replay. All right, this one goes at the top and this one goes at the bottom. So this is what it looks like with just a wood and white look. The wax part, I used a candle instead of the Vaseline that I typically use. I used a candle. So this is what it looks like with just the brown. I didn't even distress it. I just kind of left it that way. Now you could paint your little windmill more of a metallic or like a gray if you wanted to. I'm thinking I really want to do, I'm thinking I might want to do these like a distressed brown or a gray distress, and do the H-O-M-E, like do this I really want to do the blue. So I'm going to do that, but I wanted to show you guys this. Love the windmill matches your bathroom. Yes. So you can put this in a bathroom. It'd be super cute. All right, so now I'm just gonna go around the edge and just kind of do the edge in a distressed way. And then we don't really have to do much of anything because it's already gonna kind of look distressed just with the way that we're painting it. And then, like I said, you can always do the back with a different kind of sign, because you can go get in your craft stash and dig up some stuff that you could put on the backside. So if you wanted to do it for, like I said, a special holiday, if you want to do it more of another neutral kind of look, you could do that too. That way you can get maximum use out of this. So that is the side of our sign, and it looks just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside, and we're gonna work on our home. Now, this is where I'm trying to figure out how I wanna do this, because I'm like, I really wanna do the brown, and I wanna just sand it to look like little bead, like a little beaded area. So I'm just gonna go over it like so, and kind of highlight those beaded areas so it looks more dimensional, even though it's like one-dimensional. Just scooch this up just a little bit. I feel like it's not, maybe I need to do it this way. I need it to be more higher. on this. Your notification is on. What all do we need for Creative Haven on Monday? Linda, if you go into the members area on Creative Haven VIP and you log in, your supply list is there. If you go into the Facebook group, all 3 supply lists for the first 3 weeks of January are already in the group. And I won't tell you what we need because we don't share those publicly. That is for just members who are in the Creative Haven to be a part of. So go check it out in the group. It should be all there. All right, so let's just get an idea of what we think about this. Okay, I think that this is going to be a really cute idea with the navy touches. So I'm going to leave that there and let's do the next one. And I'm just focusing on sanding. See where it bumps in? I'm just sanding that little line right there. Yes, the next 3 weeks are listed. Yes, I am trying to be on my A game. Y'all, sometimes when I get overwhelmed with all the things, sometimes I just creatively shut down. And I needed something fresh and new besides Christmas holidays to craft in the Creative Haven. It was time for us to have something new. Now, next month will be We Can Make That, which is where you submit your ideas and y'all vote on that. And we craft our version in the Creative Haven. I love when we get to do that. Y'all, that is one of the #1 requested things is when is We Can Make That. So some people will find stuff on like Pinterest or Wayfair or things in Hobby Lobby, and they really, really, really want to make it. And so we make it together. And I think that that is so much fun. So here is our little trim pieces. And now we're going to work on our home. And I'm going to do that midnight blue. You love that in the Creative Haven. Yeah, it is probably like everybody gets so excited to see if theirs was voted on and theirs was picked. And then it's a really big challenge for me. Like that is probably why I love it the most, is because it's the most challenging. Like it's like the reversal of the Creative Haven. So typically I give you guys a supply list. You have no idea what we're making. And then you just kind of are like going along with the flow. And then it's like, oh, this is what we're making. And it's really a fun surprise. If you guys have not figured that out, I love the element of the surprise. And then sometimes in the Creative Haven, we do the We Can Make That, and y'all submit the stuff. And then I'm like, what are we going to do? I got to figure it out. It's like a mystery. I love it. I love the challenge. It's a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to get me a brush, and I'm going to mix this blue. So I've got the blue with a little dab of black. And I'm going to mix it up, and we're going to try to deepen this blue a little bit richer than what it was. Not too much. I might have to add a little bit more blue to that, but it's a really rich blue. Your wife is healing from her surgery on her heel. She's been in the hospital since December 6th. Well, Stephen, please tell your wife hello if she's watching, which you just said you're sitting there watching with her. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. I'm glad that you are recovering from your surgery, because I can only imagine what that's been like for you. All right, so we're going to take our HOME, and I've already mixed it with this, but we're going to use a sponge to kind of pounce our letters on, and we'll come back to that. Let's do that little thing there. We're going to take our sponge. And y'all, look at that blue. It's so rich. Look at that blue. I'm in love with it. Stop it. I love blue. I love blue so much. So much. surprised you know who is still in there with my husband. She loves to come out and be wherever I'm at. And if she knew I was probably in here crafting, she would probably be in here wanting to craft too. All right, so the HOME, we're gonna do this a gray. But I do want to do the center. We'll probably paint the center on momentarily. Sending prayers, yes. Send prayers to anybody who is in recovery from things. We'll do the edges of our letters here in a second. All right, let's do our windmill, this lighter gray color. Might do it a darker gray, but we shall see. Let's just go ahead and see what we think of these two colors here. I feel like it needs to be the darker, and we can add a little, it is not Apple Barrel, it is decoart's Midnight Blue, and I added like a drop of black, just like a smidge of black to it. Let's do the gray, the darker gray, and we will kind of highlight it with the lighter gray. So we'll kind of go over it like that. And it'll really pop on the white, like the distressed white. I really like that. It almost looks green, like my shirt. What color is that? It's Gray Storm. It kind of has a green hue to it, which I still think is really, really a pretty color. And I'll drag some of the lighter color through. OMG, I love it. I'm just gonna go over our little spooky things. And then let's do that lighter gray. There's bristles popping up. Just kind of go over it. That way it kind of looks distressed. That was a little much. Oh, that's really pretty. It gives a little dimension. I mean, do you see that little bit of highlight? So pretty. Do a little smidge more. Like right through here. We just don't want it to be too light because then it'll blend in with the white background. So pretty. I feel like this right here needs a little, I mean, it's pretty good. It looks pretty good. There's a spot right there. Spot. Let's see how it looks on here. Oh, that's cute. I love that. That's really cute. Okay, let's do the blue in the middle. Actually, I'm going to use this, the end of my brush, to kind of focus on that center little spot right there. And give it a little... So it goes with the HOME, but it's a little bit different. Looks more like a windmill. See how it's gonna have that blue in the middle? You made your Highland cows for a friend's daughter. What a fun craft. Cheryl, did you see the new ones? I did this standing macrame Highland cow, and it's precious. It's precious. I could not help it. That's really cute. I like that. Okay, so let's clean that end of our brush off. Put that back in the cup. Let's dry this And let's see how it looks. Tomorrow is your anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. Congratulations. Congratulations. Love it. Me too. Just do a little bit more drying. And then let's kind of go through and distress it just a little. I love rustic, and if you don't like rustic, that's okay. I love rustic. Yeah, everyone needs special prayers. Oh, absolutely. You guys, 100%. I think everybody is just like ready for the year to be like, bye-bye. Like, we will see you later. I'm really focusing on the blades so that it looks more distressed. It's kind of a matter of preference. A little bit more distressed right there than I would like for it to be, but I think that that's okay. It's fine. We can just add a little extra in a couple other places. Here we go. Looks pretty good. All right, so there's our O. Now let's do our M. Let me try to get some of this white paint off of here. And we're gonna sand the M just a little bit. And then I'm gonna brighten that, darken that blue back up with my baby white. I'm just going over. So see how the blue changed to like a lighter color? We're gonna make it a little bit the richer blue again by just kind of wiping over this. That way you can kind of see the side by side of how it just wiping off that powdery finish. It's like it reactivates the color. It's a really cool reaction. Just makes it dark again. And we're gonna go over this. And we're gonna put those on to our sign. And I'm in love. Okay, set that aside. We gotta do our standstill, but I really wanna see how this looks. It's so cute. I love these colors so much. Okay. And this is what it looks like with the blue and the brown trim. The windmill, I did like that gray with the lighter streaks. That was, where's the lighter? It's right here. This one is slate. Pretty sure it says slate gray, and then gray storm is the two different grays. And I'll show you the lid so you guys can see that. The difference in the two colors. So this is the gray storm. This is the slate gray. So one's a little bit richer. It has more of that green, kind of like my shirt color. And then this one's a lot lighter. And these are the two different colors that I used. And of course I used the burnt umber. And then I used that midnight sky with that drop of black, which is just lamp black. And that's what we did to this. And then of course we used the candle to distress it, like beforehand. And so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this stuff on with my super glue. Just got a notification on your phone. Barbara Walters died. Debbie, no. Gosh, she was so iconic. She was so iconic. And no, I'm about to glue these on. It's not backwards, I promise. I absolutely promise it is not backwards. Every time she goes sniffing around, she gets herself into a breathing fit. Do y'all hear her? Dixie, quit. You get yourself all worked up every time. Hey, go get a drink of water. Hey, Dixie, go get a drink of water, babe. Y'all, she's a Chihuahua, and she's always done this weird. Get a drink of water. She's gonna get a drink of water. You've been upset over losing your Creative Haven account. How you have to keep canceling your debit card because someone taking money out of my account from overseas. I have no idea. Your bank should be able to monitor that, but our site is encrypted. Our site's encrypted, so I don't know how in the world that's happening. It depends on where you're using your card. And I am really sad that you keep having that issue. That sucks. That really does. She is a hoot. Now she gets her some water. Every time. All right, so follow the line for the HOME. And I'll show you when I pull this up. She has, she goes to the vet. She's on a steroid, you guys. She's on medications. She's just, they said she's just getting older. She's just, she's always done that. If she gets too excited or she sniffs around too much, that happens to her. I think most people who have a Chihuahua have that. Their dog kind of does that stuff. And it doesn't happen all the time. She gets herself all worked up. She has allergies already. Like she has skin allergies, food allergies. Your girl lab was just like, oh gosh, Brandy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Every Chihuahua you've ever had has always done that. Yeah, we were told it's not uncommon. It's pretty, it's pretty common in most Chihuahuas. They have a smaller windpipe too. Yeah. I don't know. She ends up getting a drink and she's okay. All right, so this is what it looks like. So see how I said that this goes in between the two score lines here. This kind of follows the center score line. This one goes in between these two, and it's pretty even balanced from the top and the bottom between these two top score lines. And if you don't like the score lines, you can always flip it over and do something completely different. If you want to use this circle for something and use these other parts somewhere else, you can. It's completely up to you. But you can also, like I said, make it reversible. So there's just a fun idea. So now we're going to put our twine on after we make our stand, okay? Because we need to make sure our measurements are right for our stand. So we've got our stand. Now this is the option if you wanted to buy the sign with the stand. It has the two options, the combo. And the listing will say sign with stand, okay? And that's gonna include this one right here. And it's gonna hang just like right there. It's gonna be really adorable. Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? She's like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. She's like, you did not come and rescue me and save me. Don't talk to me. She is a little bit of a dramatic dog. I'm not gonna lie, but we still love her. All right, so got my brown, and we're gonna do the same thing with candle wax. I'm gonna do it again. And this one, before we paint it, has these little areas right here that we're gonna highlight. And then there is a top piece that goes right up here that kind of gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz at the top. She is a really good dog. She's super friendly. She's not an aggressive dog at all. Some Chihuahuas are kind of feisty and mean and super temperamental. She is very timid and scared of everything. Can we purchase supplies for this project? There is a link in the description. There's also a link down below that will take you to the shop where you can get this kit. And you can get the kit, the combo. And then of course you can paint whatever colors you like. And this will be shown as an example in the shop when I get it done and all the things. But yes, you can get this craft kit in the shop along with other craft kits. We just released 53, I believe, new craft kits, in addition to some of our older kits that are still in the shop. And then our craft kits are also 20% off as well for our end of year sale. So be sure to take advantage of the free shipping code if your cart is over $125. I really want you to be able to get a good deal and save some money for your crafting adventures for the new year as we go into 2023, because we will not probably have our next sale until the end of spring. So there is, like I said, a link in the description, and this is the 5-inch rounds. So in the shop, there's little collections and categories. It'll say like shop our collections. It'll let you shop DIY kits, which is all of them. And then I tried to break them up into like spring and Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day, everyday decor, our porch leaner add-ons, crafty kids. We have a bunch of different craft kits in the shop. And then of course we have our napkins and printables, and we have remaining Christmas boxes left. And then I believe there was one monthly box left. So this morning we had, I think it was like maybe 5. I can't remember for sure. I think maybe it was 5, maybe it was 3. But when I just got ready to come on here, it said we had 1 monthly box left. Just one. Thank you, Connie, for posting that link. Yeah, that's the link to the sign and the stand kit. Let's see. You're already ready for the crafty crate night. Well, that's great. We don't have stencils yet, Cheryl. We're going to start offering craft kits with stencil, like a stencil option. It won't be like a reusable stencil like Chalk Couture or Magnolia. It'll just be a disposable stencil. It'll be super affordable. Let's say you buy this kit, you would have the option to use these parts, or you could buy this kit and do like a stencil thing, because some people don't really have that steady of a hand to do all the little parts and glue them. Sometimes they get them crooked. And so it's just another way to like put on a stencil and do that. But we're not doing stencils until we get moved. And so we should be moved probably end of January, middle of February. And we will be transitioning. So that's going to be loads of fun. So y'all have to be patient with us during that time. But we're excited to grow and move, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. Just saying, it's going to be an adventure. So I'm drying this so we can add the wax, like the candle wax. But yes, we will be doing stencils. I bought a stencil machine so that we can make our own, and we'll be able to do like pretty much any size in length up to 48 inches wide. So I'm like, I go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. All right, so we're gonna take our candle and we're going to do the same thing we did before. And I'm really gonna focus on, I'm gonna go this direction just so I can keep with the same distressing. And so I'm just gonna kind of focus along the edges and go kind of sideways. And then right in through here, kind of in between there and along the edges. So I do want you to know that your paint does stick a little bit better with the candle wax than the Vaseline. So it's just something for you to consider. And this was a Dollar Tree candle, by the way. Dollar Tree. I went to my Pooler Dollar Tree this week. Oh, I think it was April and I went together. I don't remember exactly what day it was, but I went to the Dollar Tree and Pooler, and y'all, they did not have nothing. Nothing. It was nothing. Love how far you've come with your home and your booing business. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. I'm not pressing hard. Linda, imagine that you're holding a crayon. Like you're coloring with a crayon, and you can kind of see it transfer on. It's probably hard to see on camera, but you can see it. It doesn't do that oily residue where it makes it look wet. It doesn't look wet. I don't know how to show you. It's really hard to see it, but it's on there. You kind of can see it more when you heat it up. Michelle, yes, we're going to be moving. So we stayed in the house temporarily until we could get moved out of our house and moved into this house, and we are moving into a warehouse. And so we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and looking and waiting and waiting and looking and waiting and looking. And so we're ready to move. We actually have outgrown the house that we are in. Plus, it's a residence, you guys. Pooler Dollar Tree is a sad store. Yes. You could probably use a crayon if you're using a candle. Probably. But unless you can get a crayon that's not colored, this is not, I mean, you can see it's a clear. It's like it's almost clear. So just make sure that you're, like, I would not use a white crayon. I don't really know what to say. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a crayon here to test it, but we could probably test that sometime for sure. All right, so we're gonna do what we did before with our sponge, the end of our sponge, and we're gonna dip it in, like the tip of it, like we're gonna, we're gonna paint with it, just like so. And we're gonna go over this, just like this. So you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. Just paint it on, see how it even does almost like brush strokes. And then we'll do our edge when we kind of get done. And you could do this without the candle wax. You could just do like a dry brush if you want to. I just really like to, sand stuff. I love a good distress look. Now, I know that this matches the same kind of color as the background for this, but I'm going to distress this a little bit more so it looks a little more aged. So it'll kind of differentiate itself. That's why I'm not doing like a whole lot of paint. I'm doing like minimal paint. The wax crayons that come in the Easter dyeing kits work great. Oh. Yeah. If they're not pigmented, probably. I need to look for that. Because you're probably not going to use a lot of that for dyeing eggs. You could probably have a lot of leftover. Yes, I am excited to be moving. For sure. Faux show. I'm excited. I'm dreading the move, but I'm excited. All right. Go ahead and get the top, even though we're going to have our piece that goes up there on there. So it looks like this. And you can do the back side too, which I probably will because it might be visible, especially on the stand over there. But for this, I'm going to also do on the little pieces. And then I'll do the stand as well. just gonna do a little extra because I really want this to be really distressed. Let's do the top piece. And then our little hanger, our little knob hanger. So it took you several times to actually get it stopped. Oh, I don't know what that means. I must have missed that part. Well, I hope you got something resolved that you were trying to get stopped. I don't really know what happened. But thank you guys for being here tonight and crafting with me. I've missed you guys. It took off several days, almost 2 weeks? 2 weeks. I think we did one project where we did the decorative birds, the birds craft kit. And y'all, I just wanted, that was my goal. One of my goals for 2022 was to be able to have time off for Christmas. And isn't that, after all, what we are self-employed for? So that we can have a little bit more control. So, very excited. We're not moving our house. We are moving the business. So the business is currently in our other home that we lived in for 8 years. And we're trying to build a building here on our property, but there are restrictions for size that we could build on 5 acres. There's only up to, I believe, 1,000 square feet that we can build on a 5-acre lot for the zoning. Or the type of use. Well, it's an AR2. Our property is an AR2. It's zoned AR2. And so we can only put a certain size building here, and they really don't want you to put a business, freestanding business in the back or on your property. So we just have to basically go to a temporary place for probably 5 or so years, maybe 3 years, until we can purchase land that we can build our own building on. So it's just a journey. And I try to share that journey with other people so that they can kind of, see y'all, it ain't easy. It's not easy, that's for sure. But we make it work. We try. Yes, I'm in Georgia. Good night. Good night. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Well, happy early New Year. I'll probably see you guys before New Year's. We're going to be making some appetizers for, I was going to say Christmas Eve, y'all. Not Christmas Eve. What in the world? For New Year's Eve, we're going to be doing appetizers. Again, my sister has to work till, I think she said 5:30. They're going out of town on July 3rd, or July, y'all. You would think that my brain is so well rested that I would be able to know exactly what my words are. January 3rd, she's going, they're going up to Indy because Sean has family there, and his, all the things. So we're going to be doing New Year's Eve here. We're going to do game night, appetizers, just some fun festivities. It's just going to be lots of fun. We'll probably, hopefully, be able to ride 4-wheelers, and just really have a good time ringing in the new year. So I'm excited. All right, so I'm going to distress this the same way. I'm just going to be a little bit more distressing with this because I want this to have a little bit more of a weathered look for the stand. So I'm just going to go over this just like so. I'm pushing a little harder as well. And now I'm going to go up and down this way. Now, see, that paint still sticks. Are you coming on live? For New Year's Eve? Maybe. I think it's going to depend on who all's here. It depends on who all's here. If we got boatloads of people here, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have boatloads of people here. When there gets to be a lot of people here, y'all, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear what's going on. It's hard to even think sometimes. So I need another sanding sponge. Yeah, I'm excited for New Year's Eve because we're going to actually be able to have a fresh new year and all the fun things. Because last year, y'all, it was just a year. Actually this year, because we thought we were going to be in our house early on. Like last December, we thought we were closing at the end of the year, and then we didn't even get to move until June. We've already had to have the plumber come out here at least 6 times for this bathroom over here. Something's up with it. They think that we need a stronger, more powerful toilet. I think it's the plumbing. My husband also thinks it's the plumbing. Who knows? But it's been a year. It's been a year. And then we've just had other stuff going on this year that, you know, just personal family things and just a bunch of stuff. And I just really am ready to ring in a fresh new start and refocus my life on, you know, some different things. So here's to 2023 being a spectacular year for us all. Y'all, I got a little too choppy with my candle. Why is it? It's like it's not high enough. Let me flip this around. Maybe that'll work. I hope that we all have a great 2023. I can't believe it's going to be 2023. But here we are. It kind of looks very intentional with the little choppy areas. And I'm just going to try to work those out. Make it not so noticeable. Our sign's going to cover it. But it's fine. There we just try to blend them out. Probably shouldn't have went, you know, so intentional with the lines. Oh, it looks better. Let's do up top. Oh, this is going to be really cute. Better. It's just going to look more whitewashed. I didn't put as much wax down here. Our tradition is to open the front door to usher out old year and bring in the new year. I'm pretty sure I have Irish in me. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try that. We need all the juju to go away. 100% need all the juju to go away. All right, let's see if that's kind of distressed enough. Maybe we'll go around it with a little bit of brown. Let's go around it with a little bit of brown on our wipe. Like go over the paint with the brown. Make it look kind of like driftwood. I don't know how we're gonna like it, but we're gonna do it. Let's do it anyways. See what happens. You just never know what could happen when you add in a little extra paint to the mix. I kind of like this. Like painting, like distressing with the brown over. April's in there watching Grey's Anatomy. Let me get some water. Go over it. Oh, yeah. I like it. I'm trying to use this wipe filled with that paint. I like how it looks. I think that's gonna be good. And we can add a little bit of this white over the top. Just to kind of layer another little, almost like it just makes it feel like it has more layers of distress. Go over. Oh, that was a little much. It's fine. All right, let's do our edge. Because you know that's important. I'm not getting all the way into the edge. So you see how it's kind of dark? It's gonna be cute. Let's do the top. Y'all, this is just gonna be adorable. Having sauerkraut and ribs on New Year's Eve. You know, is that a tradition to have sauerkraut? Somebody remind me. What's up, Elizabeth? Yes, thanks for talking to Elizabeth, you guys. Sometimes I don't always get to see the comments when I'm trying to watch what I'm doing. Cabbage rolls over sauerkraut? Isn't sauerkraut like cabbage already? I don't know, is that, maybe it's a tradition. Maybe it's, you did black-eyed peas? What's the significance of the sauerkraut? Cabbage and black-eyed peas. Turnip greens and black-eyed peas. We do cabbage and black-eyed peas. What? I've never heard of the black-eyed peas thing. I've heard of ham and beans too. Like, y'all, there's just probably a bunch of different, like, I don't want to say like old wives' tales, but like, gosh, what is it? It's kind of like an, maybe it's like a, it's, maybe it's for like good luck or like, it's like tradition, but it's, gosh, it's significant to something. I was trying to think of the word for it. So sauerkraut and black-eyed peas are like, black-eyed peas is for money and luck. Listen, I have never heard of that. I've just thought that it was a random, like, tradition. Like, it didn't really mean anything. It's just like everybody does it type of thing. I don't know. I probably will miss out on something. It's okay. All right, let's distress just a little on the edges. And then we're gonna focus on the these little lines here, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do some water on our brush. And just get your brush wet, and I have a little tiny brush, and I'm going to use my brown. And I'm just gonna get a little bit of the brown and find that water. Okay, I'm just gonna water this down, get a little bit more water, drip it in there. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna focus on kind of creating a smoky kind of look around the edge. So just focusing on the undersides of our loopy thing, that little detailed area there. So you can kind of see how that looks. And then you can just flip it over and add some more dimension. So I'm just adding water, getting a little brown paint, and then I'm coming in with that dark kind of right in there. And so it instantly starts to create shadows where it looks like that's protruding forward. It's really cool because you can always do this later. And then when we glue on this top part here, we'll do the same thing underneath there and we'll make it pop a little bit more. So it's gonna look from a distance like this has got some dimension and it won't be so flat. It's just a fun little thing that you can do to add a little bit of character to your crafts. Is just give it a little bit of love. And I'm using a flat brush like that. You can kind of see, and there's still a little bit of water on there. I'm just gonna go underneath. You can see how just going underneath that made a difference. And then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do this underside right here. So again, a little water, a little paint, and this is that brown, mix it with that water, and then come underneath on that line. So we're gonna go right along that line right there. Just try to get it there. See how we're just giving it a little, just a little smokiness right through there. I need a little bit more brown, water, and the water on there. Sometimes I have too much water. Just kind of go around like that. So just by adding little bits of that paint to it creates. And then you can just kind of go around the edges and give it a little more depth and dimension. Just gives it a little extra. Just right through here. If you get a little too much, you can always sand it off. And just go through. And it just starts giving it a little oomph. So we're gonna do the next section right there. Water. Right there. I'm just using water and paint. Just going through. So you can kind of see how that is starting to take shape. Let's do the underside. Helps to rotate it so you can kind of see which direction you need to go with your distressing. Kind of make it a little stressed. And then when we add our stand, we'll highlight that at the bottom there. So instantly we're starting to have some character take shape on here, and it's about layers. So we're just making our layers pop as we go through. Just kind of like that. It's really cool. There we go. I really like that. Okay. So now let's let that be. Here's now our stand, kind of looks a little different from our sign. And we're going to distress this just like we did the other. Take that wipe. You just ordered your first craft kits. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad, Debbie. That is so exciting. I love that for you. love that. So excited. I'm excited to hear which ones you got. Super duper excited. Okay, so the top is, we need to try to make it match, which it does. And now we're gonna do our edge. Let's go around so we can make it match before we glue it on. Just like so, okay? That's our top. We've got our bottom. Let's go ahead and distress that. And this one needs a little bit more love with the distressing. I didn't really add enough to this to make it kind of look the same as the stand. Just add a little extra. I mean, clearly one of these sides can go on the back. It'll be okay. All right, let me get some of this. Let's go over this. That same thing we did before. Make it a little bit richer of a color. We'll kind of highlight back over that with our white. And sand it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All right, we will add our distressing to the base of this once we get everything kind of attached, but you can see how it kind of matches. Probably could have just done it brown, but it's okay. Gonna do around our edge. Just like so. And I'm still using the same sponge for this. And then the front of this, we'll go ahead and do the edges. I feel like that's kind of necessary. And we can sand it. Sandpaper. No, we're gonna use this one. And we're gonna go over this. Just like we did the other. Really scratch it up. So we want it to match our finish on our stand. You can see how it kind of blends in now. Love the stand. I do too. I want it to be different and kind of go with all the different signs that we can put on here. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it with a little bit more of a washed, like a driftwood kind of look too. So it would look a little driftwoody. And then we just went back over that just like so. And I feel like it's a really good fit for the color. All right, so now we're gonna put on our, okay, this is the separator. So this is where your twine is gonna hang in here. You can paint this white if you want to. It's completely up to you, like matter of preference, not required. All right, so we're gonna take our stand and we're going to attach the top piece with glue, and then we're gonna add that distress kind of brown weathering in there as well. So this is that little topper part that goes on to our stand. And I'm really excited to use this one. I have another one that I painted. I have it at the workhouse. I really like being able to use it to display things, and I wanted to have one for home too. And so again, we're gonna take our paintbrush with some water, just get a little area wet. You can see I still have water and paint in my brush. And then I'm gonna take some of that brown paint and mix it in with that water. Get a little bit more water. And then I'm going to go underneath the top thing that we just added and add that shadow underneath there. So you can kind of see where we're starting to highlight that and give it a little, kind of like the dirt and grime, just a little, do a little extra, because there's that really deep kind of shadow there. And then we can go along the top, down the edges, and get the kind of protruding area in the front. And then you can go down the sides of your piece like that and like highlight some of these points where you want it to have a little weathered area. And go over this, kind of right there. It's very thin, but it can be very cute just depending on how you do your finishes. All right, so now we're gonna glue this little circle on to the back side of this. And I drop it down just a little bit like that so that whenever you hang your sign, your twine is not sitting up above, it sits down a little bit lower for your sign to hang on. So you'll see that your twine's gonna go a little bit lower than your circle. So it's not gonna sit up higher. I don't know if that makes sense. If I would have put this kind of in the middle, there's not a lot of room for it to kind of drop down. Does that stand up or do you hang it on something? I'm about to show you how this goes together and then I'll give you, that way you can see it completed. We're doing this from start to finish. So it's a stand. It has a base that it goes on. So on your stand, you have this little circle here that kind of is your guide. If you want to put it there, you can. If you don't want to put it there, you don't have to. You can move it around. It's completely up to you. And if you want to paint over that, you can as well. So I'm just going to put mine a little bit up. Not quite at that circle, but kind of close to it. So the circle part is going to be lower on the bottom and it's going to go on like that. So I'm just going to take and position it right about in the middle. And then I'm going to move it and just kind of swirl my thing around. And it's going to go on just like that. And I'm just going to hold it there. And then once we get this on, we will kind of highlight this circle here, make it kind of stand out. So we're gonna get that water, that paint, and we're gonna go around our little circle here and make it stand out. And it's just about layers, shadows, depth, little additional details that just make it pop. And it's just acrylic paint and a little bit of water. All right, so now our stand, okay, looks like so. And I want to give attention down here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. You don't have to glue this in. Some people don't glue theirs together. That way you can take it apart and store it flat like this if you want to. If you glue it in and you try to take it apart, sometimes you break off that little notch there and it's harder to reuse it. So if you really want to use it like this, you can glue it in if you want to, or you can just leave it removable so that you can take it apart and store it. So I'm just going to put my stand in. And I'm going to hold it in place and then I'm going to focus on distressing where it connects. And I'm just, again, using the water and the brown burnt umber. So again, I just have a cup of water in case you missed that. Nothing fancy. And this is just wax paper. And I can kind of eyeball what's going to happen when I use water with the brown to know exactly how much of a distress I'm going to get with the pigment of the brown. And I can usually guess pretty good. Sometimes we have to add a little extra brown. But you can see where I've already created that impact point right there. And then I'm going to hold it upside down. And I'm going to create some character here. Because I imagine that this is going to be a little bit more grimy and dirty at the bottom. Again, it's a matter of preference, what you want yours to look like. And I'm just doing it really kind of distressed like this. And then I'm going to try to kind of give it a little zigzag through and then up the sides. And so now I've got some shadow happening there at the bottom. And now at this point, you can kind of look at it, eyeball it, and see where you want to add any more depth. And it's all with just paint. We do have stands. No, it's good. It's good. Some of our stuff doesn't have stands. Some of it just kind of leans. Some of it I want you to be able to like just attach however you want to attach it. And prop it. And so I'm just kind of feathering this brown out a little bit more. So it just kind of feels like it's kind of pooling at the bottom. It's feeling a little old and aged. Completely different from our sign. And you can do your edges. And I am going to give a little bit more brown up top here than I normally would, because it's probably going to be the most contact point for touching and things like that, grabbing. You know, if you imagine something that's old, where would it get the most weathering? It's probably where you would pick it up at. And so it's kind of how I visualize how I want it to look distressed. And this is pretty happy with it. So I love my little stand. I think it's so cute. It's so stinking adorable. I love it. And now it's removable. Let me add a little brown around the back and to the back side. And then I will just lightly go over this now that it's done with some white paint on the back side. Are you going home? Mm-hmm. Be careful.
I will.
Are you driving to Statesboro or are you just going?
I'm just going home.
Okay.
I have work tomorrow morning.
Well, have fun. Bye. Elise was here hanging out. They, the boys got Oculus Quests for Christmas, and they've been having a really good time playing that. So I just want the back to not be like unfinished for this. So I'm just lightly kind of going over it. Not that I'm finishing the back, I just want it to not be this unfinished brown. But it'll still look kind of weathered on the back side. Just go over, back. And it looks just kind of like that. Just a little bit of paint. It's super cute. I'm really excited to see it done. I'm gonna put the twine on there. It's not bad. It's not, I mean, you could finish the back side of it, but I'm not going to finish the back side of it. All right, so my stand is looking like this. How cute. And then our sign is gonna hang on here. Now I did not do the twine because I just wanted to see where's this gonna hang at on here. And so I'm gonna get my twine and my scissors. It's looking cute in 3D. Mission accomplished then, right? I had to get a new thing of twine. Let's see. There we go. The only thing I don't like about this twine sometimes is we get those little spots in them. But I mean, for $1.25, what can we say, right? So I'm gonna do a little extra. And I'm gonna take this and loop it through. Twisty, twisty, twisty. And then I'm going to knot it on the back. And I did extra twine clearly because I want to be able to have like enough to work with. This is not going to come through the hole. So I just knotted it on the back. And now I'm going to take my sign, stand it up, and take my hanger and push this through. And then I'm going to decide how long I want this to be. Clearly I have excess. I have a lot of excess, but like I said, I don't want to have little sprigs to work with here. I want to be able to work with something a little bit longer that I can really loop and hold on to, because I've got to hold this down to keep it tight to be able to pull this through, to decide how I want this to hang on my sign stand. Okay. So I don't want my little hanger to be super long. And I want it to hang about midway. So let me try to hold this on here so you guys can see what this looks like hanging on here. So if you can see how we've got it about midway, the center of our sign is in about the center of our stand. And just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You just don't want it to be hanging down. Like, you don't want it to be down here where it's not balanced. So you just need a little bit at the top to loop it on and hang it just kind of like so. And then just make some subtle adjustments by pulling on your string here. So let me just kind of eyeball where I want mine to go. And I really feel like that's probably good right there. So I'm gonna hold it, take it off. I'm gonna hold this in place and I'm gonna try to knot it. And this is where you want that extra. So I'm gonna try to knot it around my finger, push it through. If you're good at knots, then this is good for you, okay? I'm just not really all that good at knots. And then I wanna try to knot it as close to the opening as I possibly can so that it doesn't get longer whenever I hold it up. Okay. So I feel like that's pretty good. So I think I did a pretty good job. Just like so. Now you can cut these little knots off. Obviously I said I have extra. You can use as little or as much as you want to. Sometimes people like to have more than less to work with. Okay, so that's pretty good. That is super duper cute. I love that. And now I really want to add some distressing on the top of this. So I'm going to take that brown paint with a little bit of that water, mix it around, and I want to kind of give the top of my stand a little, so it's not so white and it kind of blends. And I feel like this is pretty good. And then, you know, you can always add, oh, let me turn my sign around because I feel like it needs to go this way on the stand. just like so. Get it in there. There we go. Super cute. Super duper cute. Okay. Okay, freeze frame. Had to do freeze frame just a little bit. All right, so we are going to go and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put this. And you can put this anywhere you like in your home. It's completely up to you. It's pretty versatile. What's up, Audrey? How's it going? Let me put all my stuff back in my little cup over here. Just don't want nothing to get knocked over, just in case. And I have paint on my counter, what's new. And you can just have a little magic eraser that will clean it all up. But we're gonna go and see how this looks around the corner. So let me disconnect you from the phone charger on the stand. And I'm gonna show you where we're gonna put this. So it's super duper cute. It's hanging a little bit crooked. So I have this spot right here next to our spices in my kitchen. And I really want it to kind of go there. So let me try to center this up. So I have this little plant, and this is from IKEA. And this is also from IKEA. Literally, it still has stickers on it. So does this one. And it just is sitting kind of in there. We got our little spice rack. And then I want to put this kind of right here on this like little cutting board. And it's just simple and fun. It's not too over the top. Now we do have another sign stand that's a little bit larger that you can hang this a little bit further down on, and it is a little more substantial. This is our mini stand, but this just kind of gives you an idea. There's like a plug. This is what this looks like. Just really kind of simple. And you can just kind of stick it on anywhere you like, layer it behind. And it's just kind of simple. Just kind of simple. Now I will show you over here. We have our little coffee bar area, and we have a spot, like, this is where like the junk food goes that we use, that we will eat and stuff like that. So you could set it anywhere on your counter. You could take this down, and you could also like stick it up here if you wanted to. Again, same little plant, different container from IKEA. You can put that there. And you can even put your little, like, whatever you want to do. So there's another way that you can display this on this stand. And again, you can change this out. We have people who get multiple little sign stands. So they can put like one in their bathroom, one here, one over there, on a tier tray. Just super fun ideas. Okay. So then I have this little gingerbread boy and girl that were sitting on this. If you guys remember that, it's just this. There's nothing in this, and then just little salt and pepper things. Nothing's in it. But then I have this little riser, and this is small enough that you can put it like just behind on top of this little like it almost looks like a little cork stool that spins up and down. And you can stick it like on there and layer it like that. Okay, so we're going through all the different ideas. And then they were just playing over here on my kitchen table. But this is my tier tray. Y'all, I can't even reach over my chair, so give me just a second. These little macrame things are going in the dining room. I have one that I think I'm going to put over here. I haven't really decided yet, but I need to move this over, and I cannot do it one-handed typically. Sorry, I need to tighten it back up. But this is my tier tray that I have not really done anything with since we took all of our Christmas stuff down. So I need to put something down here. But up here, I did this little candle rings. These are just napkin rings that I got. See, they're little napkin rings. And I just stuck them over the top of my tier tray. So you could stick one of these on here. And then you can also take your little sign and stick it, oops, hold on y'all, I'm trying to balance my hands and my phone all at the same time. Just give me a sec. You could take your little sign stand and tuck it on. I was trying to keep the greenery go in the right direction. You rotate it just a little bit without destroying everything. So put your little sign stand up there. And then you could put like something else because it's smaller. See how it's smaller? It doesn't quite fit sometimes in one of these little open areas depending on the height between your tier tray. I can try and see if it'll fit like in this little opening. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, it's not going to fit in there. It's too tall. But it'll fit on the top. And sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to balance all the things and I just cannot do it. Everything's going this direction, so I'm trying to curve it to where you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. But it'll go on top there. And then let's see. Well, let's go see. Let me go get that little windmill over there. Yeah, we just got all of our garland put in these containers. We have this little windmill. Okay, see how it's a little teeny tiny little windmill? It's super cute. And then we've got these little birds, which Avery was using my birds. So let's get the little bird. Let's get the little bitty bird. And let's go see what we can do to like, that one will go down there. I need to put something else down there. But this little windmill can go there. Maybe put our little bird there. I don't really know for sure exactly what I want to do, but nevertheless, you could do this little, oh, shoot, you guys. Scooch it back. How cute. How cute, just to layer it on. And then on the other side, you could do something on the other side. But I really want to put something down there. This is Coffee House. This is, again, an IKEA plant. Just kind of goes right there. Let's go see what we can find. Let's go see. What do we have? So this is my other tray that I want to use. I think it's super cute. I haven't done anything with it, but I want to do this one too. So we have one in the laundry room. We're going to put shelves up here. I keep saying that. We haven't done it yet. Let's see. I've got these bells I want to hang up too. I've got this little tub. And let's do, I've got the little glasses too that I could put a plant in. That would be really fun. But I've got these little flowers. I don't know if you guys can see. And these little flowers would be really cute to put in, just in the little tub. I mean, that's just, and then, oh gosh, tie ribbon around and put like maybe a bow or something, or do like paint a pattern on here. That'd be fun. Like a boho pattern. That would be cute. Now I know it's like a tub. I still think it would be adorable. So let's move our coffee house on that little pot thing and then put our little tub over here. And then we could do, I feel like we could set it on one of these. Can we do that? Y'all, I'm all about exploring ideas. I mean, that would be fun. Let's do coffee house. Let's do coffee house, like up there. Do that at the bottom. Little flower pot. It's just something simple. And then we need something else. See, this is where I'm like, what else can I go get? What else can I find? What do we not have here that I need from the other house? I have a lot of plants in this, but what is that? I don't know. I need my decor stuff. That's what I need. I need some home decor stuff. Let's go see what's in the garage. The garage is a mess. It's a mess. Okay. So I have my big tub of crafts. These are my everyday crafts that I have not yet quite gone through. That, like some of the stuff kind of got broken off of here when we were transporting it. I have to glue it back on. But, yes, please. I love that. Ooh, I kind of like this. It's just random. I kind of like that. What else do we got in here? I love these because they got that blue. I love this one too. Ooh, these are too big to go in there, but I love those. This is a little pot. What else is in here? Oh, this one. That's my favorite plant right there. I got this peach pear. I love this. Let's see. No matter the question, coffee is the answer. 100% facts. I'm going to take this in there just because I feel like this will be a great little filler piece to go in. And we could even dust some white paint on this and change it up. It doesn't have to be black, but I'm not really decided yet. So we're just going to go and stick this on that tray. I don't remember where I got this. I want to say I got it at Dollar Tree. But I'm going to set it on top of that little basket. So we've got like a little touch of blue. That little windmill kind of ties in. The bird probably needs a little bit of color, maybe a ribbon or something right kind of at the base. We've got a little coffee thing happening, a little pop of black. That's got a black pot there. Some greenery. We could probably do some stuff behind. But I wanted you to see just with some simple little things that I've used, and I just ran around my house and found it. You know what I'm saying? I just went and found stuff. And so this is how I decorate. I just am like, oh, what would be cute? Let's do that. What else could I use? Okay, let's do that. It doesn't have to have any particular rhyme or reason, just whatever you love. So this is the table runner that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was in the spring shop. And then I also got these on clearance in the spring shop. They're going to go on the wall. I don't think this one fits here. No, it doesn't fit on this one, but I can chop down the dowel and make it fit here. Or I can just hang it on that wall over there. I have two of these that match. The other one I want to put either here or over here, either on that wall, probably on this wall. I'm going to move this lamp and this table back over there because y'all look at that spot. And then do you see where my tree rotated over and over on my wall? It kept rotating and it got red on my wall. It's okay, but we need to put our table back here. Y'all, it's so echoey because everything's gone. We took down all of our Christmas stuff, but I'm going to put that table back over here. So I think I want to put this maybe just kind of right here so that you can see it on this wall and then across on the other wall. That's kind of my thought. I love these. And I have the little plant hangers too. And so that, I've been saying I'm going to hang these up, but I was waiting until after Christmas. But I have two of those. I love these. But this is the table runner. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys a glimpse of like the style of like how I'm incorporating little things like this that we're making. And I wanted it to match. That's why now that you can kind of see, I wanted the stand to go with the stuff. Mr. Clean Sponge, yeah, it'll take it off. We did the washable paint, but yeah, it kept rotating. Y'all see? The same things kept rotating because our tree was right here. We have a spot that we need to sand out, like right there, but yeah. Oh, wrong switch. That goes in there. There we go. Light switch. So how cute is our thing? It's so fun. So let's take this off of here and let me go show you. I have an entryway and we could stick it right here. Avery still has her train in here, the front door. So like here, could you, no, let's not do that. I have to put a plant back here, but it could go right here. Okay. Let's go in the bathroom. Oh, my husband forgot to get this. Our Christmas sign's still in here. But, hang on, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull this tag off of here. Can I even pull it off? Can it even come off? Come on. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, just right there. So we have our little bamboo soap dispenser, which we need to clean that off. We put our little sign stand here, and you can change this out. Like I said, this is another place that you can put it. Clearly, we have Christmas sign in here, but we will go and put this away, and something else needs to go there. But there's another place you can display it. In the bathroom, just an idea. We have this piece of furniture over here, so you could stick it like right there. You could do like something else kind of right there if you wanted to do that. There's so many places you can display these. Up here, obviously our mantle is empty because I have not gotten our stuff out yet. But all my decor is in the cabinets down below. So I have to get all of this stuff back out and put it back up. But let me go ahead and show you, like, I'm still going to use these even though they are like from fall. I love the colors. And I love them on the mantle. I kind of like it. They have a boho feel. Super fun, super duper fun. I also kept out these blackberries. I still have not taken the tag off. Imagine that. We could put this up here, just like so. Like, there's so many things you could do with this. So I don't want you to feel like it has to go on a tier tray or in a kitchen or anywhere. I wanted you to be able to see that you can put it literally anywhere you want. So many options for where you can put it. Super cute. I think it'll look cute in front of this wreath too. Like right down here. Because it's got that windmill. That's our other windmill craft kit. Like you could stick it right there. How fun! How fun. I haven't done anything to the built-ins. We took all the Christmas stuff down and we haven't done anything. I love my little Target houses. These are so stinking cute. So there's options. There's options for these. So right now, these are 20% off in the shop. So you can get the sign and the stand as like a combo. And I want to say it's like $18. Super cute. You can paint it however you like. There's a bunch of different 5-inch rounds. And we will be turning this one also into a 9-inch as well. So thank you. Half my built-in cabinets are full of stuff. We did a closet under, like a little room under the stairs. That's where their toys are. And it's a mess right now. It's an absolute mess. Just look at it. She's been in here playing with her toys. She got her toys for Christmas. Y'all, she's got that little fluffy chair. She sits in her fluffy chair and she crosses her legs. She's got her own little plant in here. She got her JJ baby. Y'all, this is her. We can just close the door. Close it up and no one knows it's there. Yeah, so that is the windmill is a craft kit in the shop. And we did this one last year, I believe, maybe earlier this year. Has the 2 little plants that you can glue on. And yeah, I just kind of set it there. I made it to where it's pretty versatile. And I love it. I think it's really cute. It's a little substantial. It's a taller piece, so you can like even layer things in it or in front of it. It's just really fun. You could also, this is also on sale. You could put it on like a mantle too, just kind of like so. Could do a number of things. Like, y'all, these are there's so many ways you can use these. It's not just for like, yes, it's for crafting, but it serves a purpose as well. So anyways, y'all, in an hour, it will be New Year's Eve. And I hope you guys are gearing up for the new year, 2023. And I'm excited. I'm super duper excited. Yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I just want you guys to be inspired, to be encouraged, to be motivated as we go into the new year. And, you know, like I said, be intentional about taking some time for yourself to, I guess, like evaluate what you want your next year to look like. And you just be encouraged, be inspired. You're so welcome, Julie. I am super excited to have crafted tonight too. I had a lot of people who saw that craft kit and were really excited to see what I was going to do with it because it's more of an everyday look. They were like, I don't really know what to do. And so this is what I did. I added a little bit of color, just a subtle little blue on the letters. And then I kept it very neutral elsewhere. And then I did my stand neutral. So that just kind of gives you some ideas if you are on the replay, if you're watching live now, and that was you that had asked me to show you the example. That's just one way that you could do it. If your colors are completely different, your style is different, you can do yours however you want. But I really want you to share your ideas with us whenever you craft this. Be sure to post it in our Facebook group. It's called On a Budget Crafts, or in the Facebook tutorials group, which I'll put that video in there too. Because other people struggle with a vision for like color ideas, what it looks like blank. They have a hard time with the creative ideas of what to make it look like. And sometimes they just want some inspirations. So don't hold back your ideas, share them with others. And thank you again. Remember, the shop is on sale through to the 1st. So the 1st at midnight, the 20% off sale will go away. And we won't have another sale until probably spring, like mid-spring. So go stock up on those things, and that sale applies to even all the new stuff. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure that our monthly box is probably sold out now. We only had one box left. If for some odd reason that it's not, and you want to get our monthly box, hop over to the shop. You can use the same link that's in the description. It'll take you over there. You can browse the entire shop and see all the new things. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for a phenomenal 2022. You guys, your patience while I've taken basically 2 weeks off. I've been on live here and there, but for the most part, I've taken time off. And this is new territory. You know, I feel like I've literally worked for the past 9 years. I've very rarely had time away. So it was like a mini vacation, but we didn't go anywhere. We kind of stayed home. And it's been really nice. So thank you for still seeing my post, commenting, engaging with us, and keeping the page alive. Because, you know, when you don't do a lot of videos, Facebook stops kind of showing you attention. But I really didn't care. Just like I need a break. So I need a time away. But thank you so much. Yes, April Kittle. Happy New Year. Thank you, Lynn Parker. I appreciate that. Yeah, so tonight we went and rode four-wheelers. So we're done with our craft. If you want to hang out and chit-chat for a second, that's great. We haven't done that in a long time. But we came home. We were trying to go out, and we have a tree that's down. We have a tree that's actually fallen. We had a really bad windstorm, and this tree completely fell. It's laying over on another tree. Now, we didn't try to go out and cut that tree down, but there's we had a guy with a bush hog that came and cleared paths to our property. And there's one little spot where there's this big tree, probably maybe 10 inches in like diameter. And it's just laid down in the path area where you drive through. And right now we can go over it, but if you have two people on the four-wheeler, it's going to kind of bottom out. So we went out there to cut that with our chainsaw, and the chainsaw is not working. So that was a bust. Didn't get to have that happen. But we've been slowly but surely going out and clearing our paths to where we don't have as many, I have really bad heartburn. We have a little bit clearer path. Can y'all tell I'm getting tired? Like, I feel like it's 11 o'clock and normally I'm not this tired. But we've been clearing the paths little by little to just make them a little bit more, because we keep getting sticks caught up in the spokes of our wheels. And we have one of the four-wheelers is acting up. It's got the RPMs are going like really high, but it doesn't really sound like it's revving, but there's no power. I feel like it's a computer issue. But there isn't a lot of power. There's not a lot of get up and go, but then it'll like spit the RPMs up like really high, but you don't really hear the engines roaring. So that tells me probably there's something misfiring. There's a computer situation. So we're going to have the four-wheeler people come out and get that. It should be covered under our warranty because we don't really know. We've not had them that long. And then we have the camo four-wheeler. The chain is like clicking on the cover. And so they're going to have to probably fix that. And then, one of them needs an oil change. So, anywho. But we've had a really good time. Christine Hall, what did I make? Let me show you what we made tonight. It's so cute. It's a little stand, our little 5-inch round sign with a stand. And I put it right here on this tiered tray. And if you don't have a tiered tray, we just showed all the ways you can utilize this. I'll probably leave it there, or I'll move it over to, Caden's got his metal chopsticks over there. And the drawer is left open. This is what our kitchen floor looks like. But I had it, a little spot for it over there. That's probably where it's going to go. But this is what we crafted tonight. Super cute. And don't forget to go and check out the shop. Treat yourself to a craft kit, even if it's for the first time. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, and I'll say hello. But y'all enjoy your evening. Thank you for crafting with me tonight. It's been great hanging out and chit-chatting, and I'll see you guys next time.